Welcome back to Code 13. This is your host, Brother Formless. This is episode 13. And today we're going to talk about birthdays. Who came up with birthdays? We got Nas over here. He was dropping some deep shit, and I just thought I'd record this. So we're going to turn this over to Nas.
Nah, I was telling Terrence, Brother Formless actually, pardon me, that he asked me how come we celebrate birthdays, and I was like, have you ever thought about why back in the day, like apocalyptic times, like the Aztecs, the Egyptians, do you think they remember their kids' birthdays?
Hold on, let me make sure this shit is still recording. Yeah, it's still recording.
Alright, good. And he was like, nah. And I was like, exactly. Because it wasn't about birthdays. It wasn't about a happy day. Like, how's about bringing the family together? Remember that one kid's day, for bring gifts and shit. That's money. Those are numbers to me. I think we're just another number by the government. Because it used to be like, back in the day, you used to have a kid. You used to nurture him, make him grow, and he would take on the legacy of you as a father. So legacies were more in tune back in the day. Now I feel like a lot of people have disregarded these days. Like me ask somebody who the fuck what a legacy is, I'm pretty sure they couldn't really answer the question. But I mean, birthdays are just numbers. The government, everybody's a number. Everybody's another statistic in the book waiting to happen. But that's pretty much it. What I had to say to you.
That shit is deep. So you're saying that birthdays are a holiday that we need to break out of? Because what does it mean to be formless? What does it mean to be timeless? You know what I mean? Because if we're all eternal and we're all immortal, then that's what we are. I'm talking about what makes us. You know, the Merkaba. You ever heard of that? Red Pill says it. Ultralight beam shooting out the Merkaba.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he said it. I think I heard it before.
Yeah,
what
man.
Do you say about that? That's important.
Huh?
That's the most important.
Wait, what'd you say?
What are you saying though? That's the most important.
I'm saying that that's your soul. Your Merkaba, like that part of you that we shouldn't celebrate birthdays because we shouldn't be tapping into time how we are now. You know what I'm saying? Like our calendars back in the day were dealing with the sun and the moon. Like, you want to talk about a holiday? That motherfucking eclipse we seen was a holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like something special happening in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Now we're confined to time. Like, we're not in tune with the cosmic being that is. And that's why we shouldn't celebrate birthdays. Because what you're telling me is, birthdays were something that was probably invented with Social Security in the 1920s, I think. And Social Security is, based, because before then, all your birth records and shit were kept by the church. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't the church, then it was,
But can you can you imagine that though? Like everybody back in the day was religious because they had to be. Because it was religious purpose. Like, you feel me? Because they used to go to the church, all the church records. You have to go to the church to get your records and shit like that. That's crazy. Like nowadays, they don't have to do that shit. Like they used to go to the hospital, have a baby. The records would go straight to them, and you have them forever from the hospital. So tell me how that is, bro. Like how you used to have to go to the church back in the day to get your records, and now you have to go to the hospital to get your records, bro. It's all medical. Like, it's just telling you, yo, it's numbers, bro. It's all numbers.
Did you know that But it's more than numbers, because I seen this documentary a long time ago called Slavery by Consent, and it talk about how your social security number is basically a serial number, and you're a product when you come out of your mother's womb. Like, well, there's something called maritime admiralty law, and that's the law of the sea. It's the law of commerce. That's the law that this corporation called the United States we live in is that it works under. You know what I'm saying? There's civil law, which is supposed to govern the dealings of the people, and then there's maritime admiralty law. You know, and we're governed by that. So this is run like a fucking business, for one. So when you come out of your mother's womb, you're a motherfucking product. That's why they give you a serial number. They have witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a new product, and if you get your original birth certificate, sometimes on like the old birth certificates, especially, you find all these names of fucking banks on the back of it. Did you know that?
Well, I never seen everything to it, but I've seen people just pursue dudes. I don't know why I never seen my mom never showed me, but I don't even think she has it, to be honest. But fucking, I've seen like Christina's and like Gio's, and like like there's like 3 or 4 fakes in the back or something like that. They're all stamps. So I don't know.
That's because
they certify your birth certificate, dog.
What they do is they take that number, like your name, in all capital letters. That's why you can